Females heavy with eggs are a special treat. Each one yields about 70 to 80 eggs. When roasted over the coals, they make a bitter-tasting omelette. The hunters barbecue the spider's legs on the fire, singeing off the hairs over the flames. Patting gets rid of any remaining charred hairs. They regard the thorax and legs as the best bits. Apparently, they taste very similar to prawns. To the Pieroa, spiders, eggs and meat are the equivalent of caviar and shellfish.
The spiders are a gift from the gods. When we fail to catch other food, we can usually find spiders. We know they are dangerous, but as long as we respect their spirits, we will not get bitten. They are good food, and they are delicious.
At the end of the meal, all that's left are the fangs, and even they aren't wasted. They must be the world's most exotic toothpick. For the thousands of spiders which escaped the hunters, the danger isn't over yet. Almost more strange than a spider barbecue is the spider's behavior towards each other. The biggest threat a male giant tarantula has to face is the female of the species. The male giant tarantula's main purpose in life is to find receptive females and fertilize them. The male approaches a female's burrow with extreme caution. Tarantulas are not immune to their own venom, and a wrong move at any time in the courtship could prove fatal. He gently taps the female, testing for her reaction. The trick seems to be to stroke her into a trance. Next, he will gently lift her up in order to reach the sexual organs on the underside of her body. It's a procedure that cannot be hurried. The male is in an extremely vulnerable position. This one made a move too soon and was lucky to survive his mistake. The male's objective is to transfer sperm, which he carries in small brown silken sacs, to the female without being eaten during the procedure. whole process is fascinating. The build-up to mating can take up to 2 hours, with the male making several failed attempts. But once he has maneuvered the female into a suitable position, he feels for her reproductive opening. Then he releases his sperm, first from one palp, then the other. Once he has fertilized her, he must gently put her down and then make a rapid exit before she regains her senses and tries to attack him. Males reach sexual maturity at about 3 years old and die soon afterwards, but females can live for 20 years. The spider's future seemed safe in the hands of the Pieroa, but it may not be up to them anymore. Already, collectors from the West are paying big prices for the latest bizarre pet, a giant tarantula. The Pieroa limit their harvest of females with eggs to make sure they do not harm the spider population. Preserving the wildlife around them is essential for the well-being of future generations of their tribe.
When I take Yopo, I see evil powers trying to steal the spiders from us. I pray to the spirits to drive these demons away. One day soon I must teach the children of the village to take Yopo, so that when I die at least one will take over from me and take care of the tarantulas. I speak to the spirits of the spider and ask them to make the tarantulas fertile, so that they will multiply and provide food for us.
Each female produces between 70 to 80 large eggs, which she wraps with silk into a ball the size of a lemon. About 80 days after the eggs were laid, the spiderlings hatch inside the egg case. It will take them another 24 hours or so to break out of their cocoon. For a few days after emerging, they stay in their mother's burrow, living off the last of their yolk reserves. The female's responsibility is now over. Her burrow offers the babies some security, but she does not provide them with food. Hunger will eventually force them to take their first steps into the forest alone. Surrounded by a natural world containing such fearsome creatures, the Pieroa have evolved a religion which aims to persuade the spirits of the forest onto their side. If it were left to them, practical conservation linked with spiritual guidance could ensure the survival of the giant tarantula.